Welcome to Propfirm Pilot, and I am Avinash. In today's video, we are diving into a detailed comparison of some of the most talked about instant funding programs in Propfirm space. We'll be looking at Instant Funding IF Micro, VMaster Trade Instant Zero, and Finotive Instant, breaking down how each model works, what makes them unique, and where they really stand out. But before we begin, I want to remind you that every trader has their own unique style and psychology. So always make sure you choose a prop firm that aligns with your approach rather than simply following others. With that said, let's get started.
Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. 99% of traders lose money. Do your own research before making any trading decisions.
So at first, I'll be searching for Propfirm Pilot. I'll be going with the first result. Now let's click the first website. It is the official website of Propfirm Pilot. That is a comparison tool which you can use it to make your comparison a little easier. Now let's move towards the comparison. At first, I'll be searching for Instant Funding IF Micro. Then let's search for Finotive Instant. I'll be choosing the standard one. And since we already have the VMaster, I'll be erasing it and then search for VMaster Instant 5100. So this is the side-by-side comparison of all the three prop firms. Now let's get started with the comparison. At first, let's talk about establishment. This is the place where the firm is actually based in. So for Instant Funding, they are based in St. Lucia, while for Finotive, they are based in Hungary, and VMaster is also based in St. Lucia, considering that VMaster is comparatively new in the market. Now let's talk about profit target. So all the three prop firms are instant funding prop firm, so they are not having any profit target. Talking about the maximum loss, so Instant Funding's IF Micro is having 10% maximum loss criteria, which is static. And for Finotive, it's 7%, and VMaster is also having 10%, and all of them are having fixed maximum loss. Since we are not having any profit, so there is no profit ratio. Talking about the daily loss, so Instant Funding IF Micro is having 4% balanced based daily loss, while Finotive is having 3.5% and VMaster is having 5% balance or equity based daily loss, which means that whichever will be higher, either balance or equity, will be considered as a top point from where you can lose 3.5% or 5% according to Finotive or VMaster you're choosing. Now moving to the minimum trading days criteria, there is no minimum trading days, which means that you can start to earn from the day one only. Now let's talk about one of the most important features, that is payout frequency, which really matters in the instant funding programs. So for IF Micro, you are having on-demand payout frequency, and it is similar for VMaster too, while Finotive is having weekly payout frequency. Now the next factor is profit split. It is also really important. In IF Micro, it's 80% and in VMaster, it's 90%. So comparatively, VMaster is having less profit split, that is 60%. Now let's talk about news trading and weekend holding together. So all of the three prop firm allows news trading and weekend holding. Talking about the consistency rule, so Instant Funding IF Micro and Finotive are not having any consistency rule, while VMaster is having 20% consistency rule. Talking about the consistency rule, so in this rule, the prop firm puts a percentage cap on your single day profit, that your one day profit shouldn't be more than a certain percentage of your overall profit, that is 20% of your overall profit shouldn't be done within a day. Now let's talk about broker. So all of the three prop firms are having in-house broker, which makes them more reliable for the payout feature. The next thing is type of account. It is really important because the prop firm which gives you live account, the chances of payout are little more in those cases. So here, all of the three prop firms are providing simulated accounts. Talking about the commission, so if you are a scalper, this really means to you. In this case, IF Micro is having 5% per lot. Of course, it is optional because you can choose an add-on and it can be reduced. While for Instant Funding in Finotive, it's $4 per lot. Of course, it is for Forex, and it is similar for VMaster too, that is $4 per lot. Talking about the spread, so all of the three prop firms are having raw spread. Now the next thing is leverage, which is really important if you're a day trader. So in IF Micro and VMaster Trade Instant Zero, they are offering you 1:100, while for Finotive, it's comparatively low, that is 1:33. So in this case, IF Micro and VMaster seems to be better. Now let's talk about trading platform. So for instant funding, they are having a variety of options, that is MetaTrader 5, CTrader and MatchTrader. While in Finotive and VMaster, they are only offering MetaTrader 5. So if you are someone who trades in CTrader or MatchTrader, you are going to prefer instant funding for that. Now let's talk about the fee structure. Talking about the fees, we'll be comparing 100k accounts. So in instant funding, you have to pay $469 for a 100k account. While in Finotive, it's really expensive, that is $2,389. While for VMaster Instant, you need to pay $1,350. So comparatively, instant funding seems to be the cheapest option among all of the three. So traders, this was it. Thanks for sticking with me through this detailed comparison. Now that you know how Instant Funding Micro, VMaster Trade Instant Zero and Finotive Instant work and what sets them apart. So which program do you feel matches your trading style, or which prop firm gaining more reputation into the market? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear from you. Meet you in the next video. Till then, happy trading!